Okay, here we go. So we're going to do a session with some weights. I have a couple of cans here, so anything under a kilogram will be fine. If it's more than a kilogram, you might find that this is a little bit tough. So just make sure that you're working with something that you can maintain. Obviously, all these exercises can be done without the weight, so don't worry if you don't have any. But ideally, if you've got them, that would be really helpful. Make the session a little bit more interesting for you. Okay, so I'm going to get you to start down on the floor on your mat. You're going to start with your weights in your hands, and you're going to open nice and gently for your dumb weight. This just going to open out the front of your chest. And thinking about your 5 key elements at all times, so don't work into any pain. You're just going for that nice controlled length through the back of the neck, so lower that chin just slightly. Shoulders down away from your ears, ribs stacked above your hips, and a nice consistent gentle contraction at that core. So either lifting up through that pelvic floor or drawing gently through your belly button to your spine. Okay? We're going to do a reasonable amount of work with weights, which is why I'm focusing a bit more on the shoulders as that warm up. We're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, you're going to keep a hold of your weights. You take it all the way out for your Cleopatra and back. All the way out and back. Good. Nice and long. Doing a slight rotation at the end there. Just take it out long and then draw it back. Again, trying to make sure that your ribs aren't flaring above your shoulders as you go. As you just try and get that length, reach into the far ends of your mats with your arms as you do, nice and evenly. Okay. I'm going to do another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're now going to take it up into your chest stretch. So you take it up and then you open it out. Bring it back and bring it down. As if you're tracing that shape of a really nice martini glass. And down. Shoulders down away from your ears throughout. And breathing out on the effort. Again, making sure that your ribs are staying stacked above your hips as you do. Obviously, if you're more comfortable to come off your feet or to be sitting with long legs out in front of you, you can do that too. Don't feel that you've got to stay in this position. Work with what you're comfortable with, okay? Think about those shoulders staying down, the shoulder blades squeezing together as you take that big lift up. Just take it up and down. Nice and strong and steady. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to take it up now for your upper limb reaches. So you take it up to the ceiling, look up towards the ceiling, reach towards the ceiling with one arm and then the other arm. Trying to make sure that reach comes from the shoulder and not just from the hand. Again, trying to keep the ribs stacked above the hips as you go. Long as you can. Up and down, up and down. Doing really well. Trying to get as much length as you can through that shoulder. Nice and controlled. Keeping a gentle contraction in the middle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep your arms in line with your ears if you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring your arms down by your side. Place your weights just on the floor next to you. And all you're going to do is gently twist round one way. And then you're going to very gently come round the other way. Okay? Stay nice and tall on your bottom as you do. And then we're going to come back, round for one more on this side. And then we're going to gently come back round the other side for the last one on this side. Okay, So because this is week 5, we're going to start at those slightly harder levels. So you're going to come down onto your back, and you're going to have weights in hand, okay? You're going to take your hands up above your shoulders, okay? Thinking about those nice key elements, so length through the back of the neck, shoulders down away from the ears, ribs nice and stacked above the hips, good pelvic neutral, strong at the middle, okay? You're going to take those legs up to double tabletop, okay? And we're going to start with your hip twist. And you're going to go left arm, left leg at the same time, and back in. And then right arm, right leg, same time, back in. Good. You're just going to gently alternate, keeping those shoulders down away from your ears, slow and controlled, okay? Really being mindful about keeping that pelvis level. Trying to keep your foot and your knee in a nice consistent alignment. So the foot tracks the same line as the knee. And again, you're just making sure that you breathe out on the effort. Nice and steady. You want to think about that tray of drinks across your pelvis, keeping it nice and level, so you're not rocking and rolling. Keeping those ribs stacked nice and controlled above your hips. And again, keeping your shoulders down away from your ears as you go. If this is a bit too irritable, you can have your toes on the floor, and keeping those feet in contact with the ground should make that a little bit less irritable. You certainly shouldn't be working into any pain. Thinking about those shoulder blades rolling nice and gently around your ribs as you open and close with those arms. We're going to go for another 5 and 5, 4 and 4, 3 and 3, 2 and 2, and 1 and 1. Okay, we're going to take it straight into your overhead reach in your single leg stretch. So you're going to turn your palms of your hands to face your knees. So rather than facing each other, they're now facing your knees. You're going to stretch one leg out, and you're going to stretch the same leg overhead. So where you were going out to the side, you're now going long towards the end of your mat with both your leg and your arm. Okay, we're going to alternate each side initially, and then we're going to double them up, okay? So nice and long and controlled. Breathe out on the effort, keeping that consistent strength as you go. Steady. The slower you go, the harder these things can be, so don't feel you've got to rush it. Really thinking about those 5 key elements. And you want them to go out together and come back together. So try and make sure that your timing is as close as it can be. And again, that your pelvis is staying nice and stable, that your ribs aren't rising up. We're going to go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You're going to zip your legs together, you're going to bring your weights together, and you're going to do both at the same time, okay? Good. As stable and as strong as you can. We're going to go for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, shoulders down away from your ears, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to take it out and you're going to hold it there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Weights down the floor, scoop your knees in. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good job, you did really well. You're going to maintain that position. Feel Tina's on the move. Hi darling, okay? And all we're going to do is take it into a set of hundreds now. Bed, go to bed. Good. You're going to take hold of your weights. You can take them long by your sides. You're going to scoop those legs up to double tabletop if you can. And we're going to pulse there, okay? So just be mindful we're going to be here for a little while. So if you can, scoop your head and shoulders up into that abdominal prep position. Don't feel you have to if you're getting any head or neck pain. See you later, Tina. She's obviously had enough. Okay. So you're just going to pulse gently there, okay? If it's too much at your hips, or you feel like you're getting any pain in your legs, feel free to pop your feet down, okay? But ideally I want you to keep them up. And zipped from hips to toes, okay? So legs together as you go with this, okay? Breathing out on the effort. You want 5 pulses per breath in, per breath out, making sure the movement is coming from your shoulders and not just your wrists. You're going to rest your head down. If you've got it up, keep the arms going. You're going to stretch your right leg out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch your left leg out to meet it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your right leg in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your left leg in. Keep going with the arms. You're doing really well. This is where your choice of weight will really come into its own. Whether you picked up one too heavy or if this feels just fine. Really concentrate on keeping everything nice and stable. Try to make sure you get that contraction in the middle nice and strong. We're going to go for 10, 9, make it a good one if you can, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place your weights down. Scoop your knees in, nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. You're going to stretch one leg out, then the other. Take your toes to the end of the mat, take your hands to the other end of the mat, go for that nice long reach. Good job. Give your legs a wee roll out, okay? And you're going to take it over onto your side, alright? So from here you're going to put your weights at the end of your mat, okay? Stacked one on top of the other if you can, alright? And you have them just in front of your shin, alright? From there, I want you in a nice long straight line. So bent up at the ankles, weights in front of your shins, knees in line with hips in line with shoulders, okay? And you're going to rest your head on that top arm. And you're going to keep your hips facing that front edge of your mat, okay? So from here, we're going to lift, flex at the ankle and lower. So nice and strong in the middle. Being mindful to stay behind your weights. Up and down. Not sinking at the waist just because the leg is rising and lowering. Nice and controlled. Up, down, up with the toes, down with the heel, up, down. So you should start to feel this all around the glutes and around the middle as you control that position. Okay. Up and down. Good. If you need a little bit of support, you can bend that bottom leg up. And again, just trying to be mindful about what's working where, and that you're keeping a nice level of control. Up Good. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, you're going to bring it up. We're going to do a little bit of side kicks, okay? You're going to bring it forwards and back. Now the important thing here is that you're clearing the height of your cans, or your weights even. And again, there's not too much movement happening in the middle as you come forwards and back. Again, you want to be flexing at that ankle if you can. Hi Tina. Bed. Good. Nice and controlled. As light as you can around the arm. Forwards and back. Good. Okay. You're going to bring it back here, and all you're going to do is some circles, nice and controlled, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to go back the other way. 10, 9, as stable as you can in the middle. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. You're going to bring that leg forwards, give that a little bit of a lift. Okay. Right, from here, you're going to take your weights, you're going to put one in your hand, you're going to come up onto your elbow, you're going to extend that top leg. So this side's going to feel properly knackered by the time you come off it. Just bearing in mind that we're going to do the other side as well, okay? So you're going to bend up the bottom knee, stay long on that top side as you come up, and you're going to take that arm overhead and you're going to straighten that top leg, and you're going to bring it elbow to knee and long away. Elbow to knee and long away. And long. So the bottom hip is going to work as well because it's maintaining that lift through the hip. Shoulders down away from your ears if you can, long through the back of the neck. Trying to get a nice control together and out, together and out, together and out. 10, 9, lift the hips. Keep your hips facing that front edge of the mat if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and down. Place that weight down, bring that hip forwards, give it a wee rub. Doing really well, alright? So you're going to come over onto your front, alright? You're going to place one weight in front of your hand, and one in front of each hand, okay? We're going to do a little bit of prepping prone, okay? So from here you want to have your toes tucked under, knees underneath hips, and making sure that you're strong at that middle, okay? So you're going to draw that tummy button in or lift through that pelvic floor, shoulders down away from your ears, making sure you've got that nice pelvic neutral, long through the back of the neck, keeping your gaze just forwards of your hands, okay? So from that position you're going to do a nice gentle hover and then back down. If for whatever reason you can't push through your toes, you're welcome to have your feet flat, okay? For me, I'm more comfortable pushing through my toes, okay? Gives me a nice pivot point as you come up and down, okay? Nice control at that lower back as you lift and lower. Breathing out on the effort. I'm going to do another 3, 2, and 1. Really pushing through the floor with your hands. Okay, so this time you're going to lift, shift the can forwards, come down. And then you do the same on the other side. Lift, shift the can forwards, come down. Okay, you want to try and control the rock that happens. Bring it back and down. Lift, bring it back and down. So it's a small amount that you're shifting it, not particularly far as you come up, out, down, up, out, down, up, in, down, up, in, down, up, out, down, up, out, down. Here we go, up. 3 more. Down, and down. Strong. Think about that control, that smooth. This is hard for me, so I hope it's hard for you. 1 more. On each side. Then bring it back. Bring it back. Feet together, knees apart. Sink it down. Nice gentle stretch. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Ooh. Come up, give your shoulders a wee roll around. Nice and steady. Okay. You're just going to slide your weights across to one side to get back into that lower back stretch one more time. And we're going to do one without the weights there. Back into that hands and kneeling position. And we're going to do a little bit of hovering. And we're going to do some leg kicks, okay? So you're going to hover, right leg out and back. Keep the hover, change legs, out and back. Keep the hover, out and back, out and back. Good girl, T. Out and back. Nice and strong, trying to keep it as stable as you can. Going for as much length as you can with the leg. Straightening the knee. Really pushing away from the floor with the shoulders. Keeping the shoulders down away from your ears. Okay, we're going to mix it up on the last 5. You're going to take it out, down, up, in. Out, down, up, in. 3 to go. Out, down, up, in. 2, out, down, up, in. Last 1, out, down, up, in. Bring it down, stretch it out. Okay, bring it forwards into that nice controlled extension line, or cobra, whichever you want to call it. Good. And then down, and 1 more up. And down. Good girl, Tina. And then all the way onto your hands and knees. And you're going to come round, and we're going to do all of that on your other side, okay? So from here, you're going to come over onto that side. You're going to keep your hands down at your ankles, because that's where we were. You're going to come long on that side, straight on the legs, cans in front of your shins, or weights in front of your shins, whatever you're using. I keep saying cans because that's what I'm using. Okay, we're going to go up and down. Okay, so chin down towards your chest, shoulders down away from your ears, ribs tucked back above your hips, long on that top hip, keeping your hips facing the front edge of your mat. Just because you are lifting and lowering the leg doesn't mean you can sink at the waist. So everything should be nice and stable as you lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good job. Keeping that strength in the middle, nice and controlled. You're really thinking about getting a lot of work around those glutes as you control that lift and lower. Breathing in to prepare, breathing out on the efforts. We're going to go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to take it into your side kicks. So you take it above your weight height, forwards and back. Again, nice and smooth and controlled at the middle. Being mindful not to do too much rocking and rolling. Trying to keep that leg at the nice same consistent height. So you should find that you're not having to arch over your weights that are stacked at the bottom of your mat. You can use a hand for light support at the front if you need. If not, you can have it on your waist. Trying to keep that knee as straight as you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it back there. This is where we do our circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go back the other way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it forwards. Give it a wee rub. That's hard going, so well done. Nice and controlled. Okay, you're going to come over onto your hands and knees. Put your weights to one side. You're going to do a little bit pose of child. So feet together, knees apart. Take your hands far to the other end of your mat. Sink your bottom down. Try and rest your head down. Nice and controlled. Nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. Okay, you do a little bit of thread the needle from here, okay? So you're going to take your right hand, you're going to put it through between your left arm and your left leg, and then you're going to bring it back out and rotate it up towards the ceiling, letting your head follow. Okay, so you're going to sink back a little bit with your bottom as you take it through and open. So you get a nice rotation of that mid-back. Try and take it as far as you can in both directions. Not into any pain, but just a nice stretch. And up. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Change sides. So again, reaching between that stabilising arm and leg. Let your bottom sink back a little bit to get the extra reach as you open. Letting your head follow that hand as it goes for that full rotation. Here we go for another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You're going to come down onto your bottom. Alright, you're going to put your legs out nice and long in front of you, just about the width of your mat if you can. I'm going to do a little bit of saw again, so you're going to take your hands out long in front of you. You're going to rotate to your right foot, and you're going to reach forwards and let your other hand twist the opposite direction as you do. You're just going to go as far as you can, so it's about kind of where your hamstrings allow you to get to. And then you're going to turn to the opposite side. So it should be opposite arm, opposite ankle, if you can. Reaching for as much length as you can with each hand as you go. So you're really trying to get to one end of your mat with one hand and really as close to your feet as you can with the other. Shoulders down away from your ears and just enjoying that kind of rotation that's happening. 2 more. Good. 1 more. Good. Okay, so from here, you're going to bend your knees. You're going to lean back on your hands. You're going to cross your right foot over your left knee. Okay? And then you're going to lift your bottom and take it closer to that heel. Now what you do is just gently rock across your bottom there. So you let your knees roll a little bit from side to side, so you get a little bit more of a slightly deeper stretch, depending on where you get that rotation. Again, just listening to your body, not working into any pain, it should just be stretch. You're going to push through that floor foot, bring your bottom back a little bit, and then you're going to change legs. Again, lift your bottom, bring it close as that heel. Trying to keep that crossed over knee as far away from you as you can. It's a nice gentle rocking that you've got going on at the hips. And then you're going to push through that floor foot, lift your bottom back, take your foot off. Okay, so I hope that was a slightly harder session for you. It certainly was on some of them for me, because it's been a while since I've done some of those positions, so that was quite good. We're going to finish off with week 6 next week, so hopefully that'll be a nice hard one. But well done on the session today, and we'll see you soon. Take care.